fact, actually, it even dates back into one of the first conversations that we had, and this dovetails well into the first question that I have, which is now we live in an age of privacy regulations.
You have data that is of a sensitive nature or contains PII, and you can pass it through AI now to create some synthetic replica of that data set, whether it's based on individuals or anything like that. Even like let's say you had a record set of 2 million records that were full of PII. Whereas today it's conceivable to say upload that data set into, whatever, a firewalled LLM and say, can you make me a replica data set of 10,000 individuals that roughly represents these 2 million? And please invent the 10,000 out of thin air. They need to have different names, different addresses, different this, different that. None of these individuals can match, but make it statistically representative of that 2 million. And I think from a privacy standpoint, that gets really interesting because that's a very, I mean, whatever, computationally you're using up a lot of compute power, but uh, in terms of adding value to, so this is something I think about a fair amount these days is like the role that agencies are going to play in the future, which also you kind of have to look at like a lot of the ways that agencies got devalued over the last 20 to 25 years with the rise of digital marketing, especially like data-driven digital marketing, really devalued a lot of what agencies do because it devalued creativity because everything got flattened.
Mhm.
Like you took all of the when the entire ecosystem veered so heavily towards data, it kind of came at the expense of emotion. And emotion is like, honestly, that's the true differentiator in marketing and advertising. And so when you're able to take data, so you can be data driven, but you can pass it through these AI systems now that can help you redevelop your understanding of the emotional aspects of advertising and marketing. For an agency to be able to now do that with data and help their clients along on that journey, I think is like hugely powerful to be able to add dimension back to this data that's got lost over the last 25 years. And I think that's a lot of why a lot of agency work has become commodified is that they lost all these dimensions got lost.